Yeah, well, we're trying not to get too carried away. I mean, it's our first 3 wins in a row this season, but I think, like you're saying, the most pleasing factor for us is it was 3, in my opinion, convincing victories, good performances, which is something that we think we've been lacking this season. We've not, we've dropped a lot of points this season, but first and foremost, we've said ourselves that if you don't play well, you don't deserve to win points. So I think it was 3 very convincing performances over the victories, and yeah, I've been happy with my own performances, but it's all about the team and the results we're getting.
Do you think you could be doing more though?
Well, of course we can. Like I said, it's the first time this season we've only won 3 games in a row, so we'll be going ahead again. And we're starting with a big game against Inverness on Saturday. It's going to be another good chance to get another win under our belt. We've got a bit of momentum going forward now.
But on your own personal performance this whole time, are you happy with the way that you...
Do you think I've been dead poor? Is that what you're trying to say? Listen, we can always do better. We like to say we don't lose, we learn. So we're always trying to learn this season. I've learned from my own performances and own individual mistakes. I've obviously made a mistake for the goal last Saturday, which was disappointing. But last Friday. But the boys, we managed to see it through. And in my opinion, 2-1 wasn't probably a fair reflection of the score. But as long as we get results, I'm happy.
When you look back to full time at Tynecastle, Andy, compared to now, I mean, it was only a few weeks ago, but just how much better does everything seem on the back of those 3 wins?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy what a couple of weeks can do in football, but we're still not overly thrilled. It's Celtic have had a fantastic start to the season. They've got quite a big lead at the top just now, but it's certainly a start for us. We'd like to think that our season started after that game at Tynecastle, because like I said, not only the result but the performances were very pleasing factors for us, and we've got a good opportunity to get another win on Saturday.
It's hard to pick faults in a team that's so far ahead, but are you seeing any signs that with the way that you guys are improving and perhaps Celtic finding it ever so slightly more difficult in games that things could come to a head nicely for you in Hogmanay?
They're still winning football games. It's that's obviously the most important thing to do, and that's something that we've not managed to do this year quite a lot when we're not playing well, to pick up performances and to pick up the points. But like I said, Celtic have had a fantastic start to the season. They're still winning games of football, but if we keep doing our job and try to pick up 3 points, hopefully we can try and chip away at the lead.
How much does that game in Hogmanay come into your thinking at that stage?
It doesn't at all, because we go again on Saturday and we try and get 4 in a row. It's it was our first time getting 3 in a row last Friday. Now we're going to go ahead. We've got a bit of momentum, we're playing well, so it's all guns blazing towards Inverness on Saturday.
You say as much as things can change in 2 weeks, I suppose it could flip the other way if you switch off going into that Celtic game. If you switch off going with a couple of defeats, a couple of bad results, you don't want that to happen given it's such an important game.
Yeah, exactly. Complacency's our own worst enemy just now, and like I said, there's been quite a lot of games this season we've not played well, not picked up points, deservedly so, which obviously Celtic have did very well as well. So like I said, complacency, we can't let that creep in, because we've been a team when we're on top form. We've managed to pick up a few wins of late, so it's important that we go again and try and get a good performance first and foremost.
Have you downloaded the Joey Gardner song?
I've not, but I probably shouldn't admit that, because I'll get a bit of stick. But it's brilliant. It's obviously making quite a lot of waves, and I don't know how long ago this song was released, but it looks as if it could get number 1 in 2016.
You've been involved in a lot of big battles since you've come to the club, but is this the battle that everyone's talking about, Christmas number 1?
It looks like it. I know the Little Mix fans aren't very happy, but it is a very catchy song. I was on loan at Blackpool a couple of years ago, and that was their song as well, so it's one that stuck in the head. But it was fantastic. The fans were in full voice and on Friday singing it, and it's another sellout. Three home sellouts in a row on Saturday, so I'm sure we'll be hearing that again.
How's Joey responded to it?
He's pretty calm about it, to be fair. But the way I see it, it could be a Joe Garner number 1 in Christmas. So I don't know if he's going to be so calm about it then, because his phone might start ringing off the hook.
Can you give us a wee blast of it just now?
I've not got the voice for it.
Has he been getting much stick in the dressing room from you guys about it?
I don't think there's any stick to be had. It's not really him that's that's chucked up too much about it, but it's brilliant. We're all having a good laugh about it, and like I said, it's a catchy song. I've been singing it myself on the way to training. I'm not going to sing it by the way now, but I have been singing it. It's very, very catchy, but I mean it's madness at the same time that it's got potential to be number 1, but who knows, we'll see.
He's not going around the dressing room making sure everybody's downloaded it and bought it?
He's not. Harry Forrester is, but Harry Forrester is. I've noticed that. I think he's more keen than anyone to get it number one. He's off now. He's off.
And you touched upon the kind of the next 2 games. How important is it with the gap at 14 points at the moment that you win these next 2 games ahead of the Hogmanay clash?
I mean, the such are the expectations, the demand we put on ourselves. We want to try and win every single game, and like I said, we've probably dropped too many points so far already this season to be in a title race as such at this time. But it's important for us to keep picking up wins and hopefully chip away at that lead. And like I said, the last 3 weeks has been a lot better. I said that before Aberdeen game, it was a massive game like they all are, but I mean, for ourselves it was important to start putting in good performances as well as results. So like I said, we're 3 games on for the last press conference I've done. And the most pleasing factor for me, it's been 3 very, very convincing performances in my mind, and we've managed to get 9 points out of it as well.
And even with that gap, how important is it for the squad to keep reminding themselves that you believe there is still a title race?
Well, we've got to. I mean, like I said, I think it's been Celtic's best league start since 2004, something like that, whatever it is. So it's a fantastic achievement by ourselves. But we're trying to concentrate on our own form and performances and hopefully start picking up 3 points.
Inverness, you got a tough game up there last time you went up there.
Yeah, exactly. It was a game of 2 halves really. We thought we played really, really well in the first half that day. Potentially could have been out of sight with a couple of goals in the second half. In my opinion, Inverness did have to get something out of the game. They came in, had a couple of great chances toward the last 15-20 minutes, but we'd like to think we're a different team now. We've shown that over the last few weeks. We're starting to put in good performances as well as results. So Saturday it's important to carry on the form we've had over the last 3 weeks.
Are the confidence levels back to where they were at last season as well? I mean, the performances look like they're getting to that sort of level again. I mean,
well, to be honest, I don't really like comparing this to to last season too much. It's a whole new group of boys, a whole new group of squad. So it's we're certainly very, very confident on the back of the last 3 performances. So we need to take that into Saturday.
And you've been a fan's favourite here. You're a Rangers supporter. Joe Garner, on a serious note, is now he's really becoming a fan's favourite. Getting a standing ovation, singing a song about him. How important is that for him, particularly given maybe had a wee sticky start?
In my opinion, deservedly so. I think he's been excellent over the last 3 weeks. He's gave us a sort of different dimension when teams have shaped up a different way against us. And listen, we're never going to abandon our style of play. It's imprinted on us by the coaching staff and the manager over the last 18 months. But I think he's certainly, when teams have been brave on their part against us, I think he certainly gave us that outballing over the last 3 weeks, especially. I think he's been different class, and like I said, he's deserves it, so he's taken to the fans, and because he's a good performance, he could get a Christmas number 1 at the end of it.
You're still not downloading it?
I might download that, I'll just not sing it.
On the manager, on Mark Warburton, he's been linked with the England under-21 job. Can you understand why he attracts interest from down south?
Yeah, I've not seen the reports myself, but listen, I've been very complimented to the gaffer and deservedly so. Him and Davey are the best coaching staff I've worked under since I've been a professional football player. So I can't really read too much into what's been said because I've not seen it myself. But for us, it's certainly important that we'd love them to stay here because it's they knew themselves when they came here. They've got a job in hand, and they're only a bit part into it just now, but they're doing fantastic. And the progression over the last 18 months has been strong evidence in my opinion.
How much do you think the squad needs a bit of help come the January window?
I mean, I've been asked that question a lot, and I kept saying that I think within the squad that we've got just now, we're certainly good enough. And there was questions raised on that point because deservedly so we weren't playing well enough. But I think we've showed that, and over the last few weeks, this squad's definitely good enough. If the gaffer thinks that we need 1 or 2 players to help us out, brilliant. We're all going towards the same aim at the end of the season. So if we can get the 1 or 2, whatever that is that we're trying to bring in, then if we get them over the line, then brilliant.
Just finally, Little Mix or the Dave Clark 5?
Dave Clark 5.